Hey guys, this is Fantom Vacuum Fan. I have a surprise. A couple of my close friends know this. But I ordered another Fantom. Now this one, any of you guys who know stuff about vacuums and Fantoms will probably be thinking, are you on drugs? Because it's not one of their best models. However, it was available. I've always been curious about them. I decided to buy it. It is, let me move it into the light better, a Fantom Crosswind 200LX. It was a demo model. It hasn't seen much use. However, I don't know whether it happened in shipping or whether it happened and the seller just never disclosed it on eBay, but there's some damage to it. First, we have, it almost looks like a can or something fell on it, and you can actually hear that. That's how deep it is. Also, the lens here on the headlight cover should go in nice and flat like that. This part's popped out. I can fix that. However, I'm waiting till I hear back from the seller and so on so that I don't, weaken my claim with them. Third, you can kind of see a little bit of damage there, like stress to it, but let me tilt it. And by the way, you can really see the brush rolls in great shape. That's a sign of how little it's been used. But anyway, there, yeah, it's cracked. Again, you can feel it. Stress fracture, or not fracture, but it actually is raised. It's almost like it was dropped on this corner. And, there as well. So I don't know what happened to it. I don't know whether it happened in shipping or whether it happened in, while they still had it. But it's sorry, I said LX earlier. Fantom Crosswind 200XL. I'm going to do like three videos to be exact. One where I compare it to the Fury, which will be this one because the Fury, particularly the late models, but I just have the 1999 one because I parted out the 2000 one. Actually, forgive me, I parted out the 1999 one, I just have the 2000 one. But you can see they're basically the same machine. The big differences, the Fury, at least this version, the later ones did have a wider, like the Crosswind headlight. The headlight, and the design to the base. You can see there, the Fury has the certified HEPA filter. The Crosswind, it doesn't say that. There's a reason. Instead, I'm assuming you all know what a HEPA filter looks like, but I'll show you anyway. That's the HEPA filter on the Fantom Fury. Let me put this cover back on. That's the filter on the Crosswind. It is literally, it says on the casing to it, foam filter. I knew that when I ordered it, so it's not like it was a nasty surprise, but it is something different. You wash it every 6 months. Next big difference, the Fantom Fury and most of the other Fantoms were famous for their dual cyclonic technology, which you can tell the Fantom logo has 2 cyclones. 2 dual. The Crosswind has 1. It is a single cyclone. Another big difference, and my first Fury was basically the Crosswind with the Fury's bin, but other than that, and it was black, but other than that it was identical to the Crosswind. But next big difference, I've got the cord wrapped, so I'm not going to take it apart, but you guys know the hose handle. That's, most Fantoms have that. Crosswind, no. The Crosswind has this little release here. You press down. It's hard to do this with one hand, but press down and there. Out comes the stretch hose with this long metal wand. Sorry, there's my window, so it's hard to see. There we go. And it locks right there. I don't particularly like that. Again, I knew that when I ordered it. It was, yeah, I ordered it because it was a decent price and it was something I didn't have. And I was curious about, but I preferred the hose handle for a couple reasons. The lock on the Fury I had that was like that tended to come loose in the middle of using it. Like if you're using it for your couch, the back and forth motion of the pushing, you know, like I'll use the Crosswind's dusting brush, but so yeah, going like that or like that or anything would wiggle it right there and cause it to come, not only the attachment to come loose because the Fury does that as well, but it would cause that lock right there to, you know, wiggle and come loose. Another big difference, obviously the color, that's a given. I'm going to sit down for part of this because it'll be easier for me to show. The collection bin on the Fury, the Cyclone assembly stays in. You've just got that inner Cyclone thing there. Simple enough. The Crosswind, I can see why it put Fantom out of business. Yeah, that and a bunch of other things, but I can see why. First of all, you press this release button here, and the whole canister comes off. Now, trust me, it's locked in place correct, but I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to use my feet to hold it sturdy. If you can hear that noise, and you see it, that's actually the top sliding over the seal. Part of the reason, if you had a Cyclone, you know how the lock was over, like way over here, and then you twist, you know, to loosen it or whatever. On the Crosswind, it's just that, and it lifts right out. Also, there's just one tab there. You can see that opening, and down in the bottom of the collection bin, there's that little tab. So it only locks on one side, which also makes it prone to coming undone. So, that's something. Let me take this back off because I want to show you the next big difference. That Fantom... Oops, I just had some dust fall out of it, but that's okay. I'm showing you it upside down. You can see that flap in there. Fantom called that a dirt arrestor. I call it a nuisance, and here's why. I vacuumed when I got it out. You can see there's some dust in there. It wasn't like that when I got it. I had to try it out right away before I made a video. It was completely packed with cat hair, dog hair, and carpet fuzz. It took me like a good 2 or 3 minutes to empty the collection bin because that part does not come out. So here I am, yeah, tapping it, and then shaking it, and yeah, and so on and so forth. And now, of course, I guess the tapping loosened it. It's supposed to empty on both ends, but it hasn't done that so far. You see, it's supposed to empty like that. That will make things a lot easier. However, still a nuisance. So, what I'm going to do now... Oh, and then one other thing. I don't have the... I just ordered a bare floor tool for my Fury. An actual one like the Thunder and Fury had. Not the one that I have that fits it, but it's for the Cyclone. I'm sorry, one other big issue before I go back to that. There's also this on the back part of the top part of the collection bin. You grab and slide. This is their electrostatic filter. You wash this every month. So, and then just, once it's dry, it slides back in and you make sure it's tight. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Crosswind collection bin back together. Before I start vacuuming, I will show you that it actually is the same. Yeah, I showed you that the top bin part wiggled. I'll show it to you attached to the body, and you'll be able to see it then. That it still does wiggle, so I don't think it gives you the best seal. But I'm going to plug in the Crosswind. I haven't vacuumed. I vacuumed the rest of the house, and then I vacuumed it when I got it, to try. But I haven't vacuumed my bedroom in a week, so it really needs it. So I'll take the Crosswind, and I will vacuum with it, and then show you what I pick up, and then go back over it with my Fury and show you what I pick up. And yeah, I'm using the Fury because first of all, I love my Fury, but second of all, it's the closest thing to the Crosswind. So I'm going to sign off for now, but there's a second video and then a third, because I'm going to do it this one, then the Crosswind in action, and then just a follow-up right after that of what the Fury picks up. So anyway, this is Fantom Vacuum Fan signing off for a minute. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Bye.